Yeah, so how I first came to hear about, you and what was going on here was, I was going to school, studying music up at Berkeley in Boston, and one of my teachers was playing a show with Rock Alarm, and, Rock Alarm had mentioned before the performance, I'd like to thank my guru, my teacher, Tuciji Munoz, and then, so I feel like I was kind of brought in that night, or at least, by Rock Alarm's presence and his drumming, really.
So you were curious.
Yeah, I got curious after
He made you curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
certainly. Yeah, so, and then after that, after I saw that performance that night, it made me, want to go and look up, your stuff, check out your music, and then I stumbled upon, all the videos that were on YouTube, so, it was kind of a culmination of things, but that's kind of what sparked it, As mentioned before, I had just started kind of practicing yoga and, had some, Buddhist interests and was reading some books and getting into that stream. But then, certainly the videos really kind of lured me in, once I started to get a feel for,
What about the videos that you say lured you in?
Yeah, sure. I would say that certainly, your presence, you have a way, about you and answering, at the time it was mostly the Shunyunanda, asking the questions, so I was kind of watching all those. So I kind of saw how you were, able to, I guess I would say, cut into his questions or cut through, a lot of the, bullshit that's going on out there in the world, and which I've experienced, and I've, felt that heavily, I'm kind of a sensitive person, and I've felt that, all that karma and baggage pretty heavily, through my experience. So this felt like, it felt like a lightening up of, what was going on, and especially, when I started listening to the music more, I was able to feel that energy and,
What energy?
connect with that.
What do you mean? Because you're saying you heard speech.
Yeah.
You heard, but then you heard the music.
Right.
You heard the word, and then you heard the sound.
Right. So with the music, I would say, that kind of affected me more, since I would say I feel music, I feel music on a deep level that, that I, started to experience.
Emotions.
Yeah, certainly, on an emotional level. So maybe the videos could be seen as a bit more, maybe cerebral, feeling them on the intellectual level and seeing that, okay, this is a clear, direct channel.
Dealing with theory.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
theory, of course, maybe it's a realization, but it's stated in theoretical terms.
Right.
And we're sharing words, language, and concepts to give people an idea.
Right.
And then so you were curious, you were made even more curious from that, and you went from Rock Alarm to the videos to then the music.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Yeah. And then in between there,
What did you find?
Right. Well, I mean, it certainly had an impact on my situation, what I was doing. Like I said, I was studying at Berkeley at the time, and then by getting into the stream, I decided to transfer out to Naropa, and that that kind of set me, in another direction in terms of study and, a balance of, I was still studying music there, but it was definitely, getting more heavily into the Dharma, so that started to...
You started to feel that.
Right. I felt that was, more of what's going on here. There's the music and there's that, but, it's really about where it's coming from, and that's what I was feeling, the emotion and, just connecting with...
The heart of it.
Yeah.
The heart of it. You started to feel there was heart here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you're here in the presence of the heart then, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. And so, how's it been for you now? How long has it been for you?
It's probably about 2 years I've been here, and then, so that was when I first found out, that was maybe like 2012, so that was about 7 years ago. So, you know, even though I've only been here physically for 2 years, I kind of have been studying and, you know, kind of, even when I was...
Tapping into it.
Yeah.
For 7 years.
Right. I was, you know, like I said, watching the videos. I think I ordered some books at one point, so
And
I
books,
was already
books too.
getting things...
The whole thing.
Right, getting things going and, feeling
The
better
light,
about
the
it.
light and the sound.
Right,
Yeah, the light and the sound, and then association.
Certainly,
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
So from a distance, you know, the light and the sound could be wonderful and marvelous, but then when you have to hang out with a peep, could be hell. But you're still here.
Yeah.
How's it going for you, man?
Yeah, I mean, I feel very lucky to be here, you know, to have this experience. It's, I can easily say that I wouldn't get this experience anywhere else, you know, and, you know, when I was at Naropa, you know, certainly learning about, you know, teachers and, you know, masters and, you know, it's a different thing to be here and to be in the presence of a, you know, true and genuine teacher, you know. So I feel very lucky to have the experience, and it's helping me to open up and you know, helping me on a lot of levels, you know, but mainly about.
Well, it ultimately is about sharing, right?
Yeah, sure.
But also knowing who's ready for certain things, not just sharing, you know, anything with anybody, just to share. It's not about that. It's more of a conscious process. See? And tapping into you. You notice that, right?
Yeah.
Somebody taps into you here.
Definitely, yeah. It's a little more, straight up, you know. That's what's going on.
Comment on that.
Yeah. I mean, to have the direct, you know, burn, so to speak, as you call it, you know, that's...
the lightening up.
Yeah, the lightening up, and I feel like it you know, accentuates or, you know, exacerbates the process, you know, the burn process and the letting go of, you know, as mentioned, everything else that's going on out there that's easy to get lost in, easy to get tied up in.
But here it's also easy to let go here.
Right.
And that's what you discover, you know. Whereas
certainly.
you may have had the intentions of letting go earlier, but here you actually can let go here.
Sure. Yeah.
Right, because what you were suffering is made to show up as non-existing. Comment on that.
Yeah, I would say certainly in the practice and then being here, you know, I've said it before, like other things like start to seem more hollow, you know, other things are like they don't have that
You mean like
they
Hollowwood?
don't taste as good.
You mean like Hollowwood, California?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, so like, you know, ambitions and certain goals, you know, I mean, it started to change my mind and want me to just, you know, be at peace rather than go for the candy or whatever.
Right, let me make a comment right there at that moment. I'll just cut into that and say, you're not giving anything up here as much as things disappear. That's the spiritual process. Comment on that.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. You know, it's not. I'm not here for self-building. You know, I'm not here for, you know, trying to appear as something or, you know, be something. You know, it's more of a letting go process, and I definitely do feel that. And
so,
that's what it's about.
Actually, you know, despite what I might say and some of the melodramatic things I have to act out for some people sometimes, music, for instance, it's mainly a relationship, basically a relationship with peace, right? No matter how fierce I am in some ways, or I move to be, it's really, bottom line is it's really about peace. Right? Peace then implies healing, a certain kind of sense of the solution is present. Right? We are present in the spirit of solution, harmony. Mhm. Some would say okayness, and it's true. That's also what it is. It's okay, actually. No. Okay. And in the spirit of the recognition of neuroses and then the cessation of it, the conscious releasing of it, then there can be this presence that people feel, a peace. We'll just call it that right now. Zero. Say nothingness. Radiance. And then we can also say it's fullness, a sense of fullness. Right. Come in. So you feel your fullness here.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
so you feel like okay.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, certainly. Certainly. Yeah. Whenever I visit, I leave feeling better. Feeling more. I guess you could say, at peace or complete. And it's had a very positive impact on my.
That's one of the advantages of the wisdom, and dealing with paradoxical wisdom. You feel what I call the neutral presence, or neutral current. Neither for nor against one thing or the other, one person or another. It's just a middle way, let us say, put that term on it.
Sure.
The middle way. Right, so we are practicing walking and talking in the middle way.